Hello Virgo, welcome to your reading for mid-December. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please make sure you check all your placements to get a clear picture of what's going on for you at this time. As always, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate for all of you. Please take the bits that do resonate and leave the rest behind for somebody else. Now, I'm pulling a past, present, future spread for you today, starting off with a few oracle cards just to get an overview. Towards the end of the reading, I will pull a few charms for you, so make sure you stick around for that. And as I've been telling all the signs before you, I am planning a slightly larger reading to study the energy for the leap that we are taking into the new year. So make sure you have the bell icon pressed so you don't miss your update. All right, you have Crone. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. And we have why. A lot of curiosity here. All right, Virgo. Now, there are different archetypes that we are presented with in our lifetime. Different archetypes that we need to embody. All right. Now, if you hear a drill in the background, I am really sorry. There's nothing I can do about it. Now, the crone is the last in the trifecta of the maiden, the mother, and the crone. The maiden is the fool energy. It is someone who's curious, who wants to explore, very naive, slightly immature, but curious, right? The mother is the nurturer, the guidance system, the support system. The crone is somebody who has experienced all of that and somebody who carries a whole lot of wisdom internally. Now, this could be your energy. Doesn't matter how old you are. Or it could be a mother, a grandmother, or a grandmother figure. Someone who can help guide you. Now it says, thy wisdom befriends the honor in which weaves within blood, a heroing call from the depths of your sacredness. You may have been studying a whole lot, not just about your situation, whatever it is you're here for watching this reading, but more about yourself. The crone talks about wisdom, lessons, and honor. All right, and this card is a sign to seek guidance from someone who is very experienced. Holding on to that person dearly. Again, this could just be an archetype that you are embodying. There is a sense of respect and humility here about whatever it is that you are learning. All right, when seeking knowledge, you need to be willing to consider that you're seeking help because you don't know the answers, right? So this deep dive that you are doing into whatever the situation is for you, it's happening because you are maybe at a crossroads regarding something. Now the why card is about curiosity. For me, this is Sun in Gemini, or even Mercury in Gemini. This is not knowing all the answers. This is the power of knowing why you do certain things, why you behave in a certain way, why someone else is behaving in a certain way. But the only way we can find those answers is if we find out why we are such and such, why we are who we are. Because we mirror, right? Whatever comes about in our reality is just a reflection of who we are within. So ask yourself why you said so and so to so and so, why you behaved in that way, what triggered you, what was that trauma. That is when you're going to embody the crone. Instead of pointing a finger at somebody else, find out what you did to trigger that reaction in them. Because not only is that really healthy, it helps us dissolve conflict all the more faster, because you can control yourself, right? You can't really control other people and how they react. You can control what you did to trigger that reaction. All right, interesting. You could also be researching something. This could be completely unrelated to the psyche. This could be about work. You could be training. You could be, oh nice. You could be researching about a particular career path, let's say, and you could be training yourself something related to that so you can reach a more powerful position. And this could also be in love. Some of you could be seeing a relationship counselor or a therapist and truly understanding why your relationship is the way it is. I'm not saying everybody watching this has a problem with their relationship, but why I'm mentioning that is because we have the Ace of Cups. So this is a new start in love. And this new start in love can only come about once you have addressed all the problems that, well, you may have experienced in your love life or in this particular relationship that we're talking about. Let's see what was in the recent past for you, Virgo. Five of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. And honestly, the only way the crone archetype can get triggered and the why archetype can get triggered is when we have gone through something, when we have lost something, when we have been apathetic and upset, which is why the Five of Cups has shown up. What is in the present? Oh, wow. Okay, wow. I'm suddenly getting you're respecting the universe. You are respecting the divine plan. All right, what is in the future for Virgo? Five of Swords, Seven of Wands. Someone's triggering you. Someone's triggering you over and over and over again. Who is this? What is supporting your reading? Queen of Cups, beautiful. Six of Cups, interesting. Bottom of the deck, we have the Devil. Yeah, that's who's triggering you. The Devil, the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, the Knight of Swords, Ace of Swords. In the recent past, with the Five of Cups and the Two of Pentacles, you were burdened. You were burdened with some kind of loss. The Four of Swords is showing up, and every time the Four of Swords shows up with the Five of Cups, I always feel like you're saying, I'm tired of healing. I'm tired of constantly having to figure this out by myself. The Queen of Cups is the most amount of love one person has for another. And I feel like the reason why you are in this why energy is because you have a whole lot of love for whoever it is that we're talking about here. And you were constantly, you see the Five of Cups right here. He is sad. You can see that he's sad, right? But he's also in contemplation. How can I fix this? How can I fix this? So you were the fixer. You were constantly trying to be the bigger person, the more mature person in this situation. And you were with the Two of Pentacles. Now the Two of Pentacles in the original Rider-Waite, it represents somebody juggling two pentacles that make an infinity symbol. And in the background, there's choppy waves, there's choppy water. So I need to get the door, excuse me. Right. So what I was saying was, you were constantly juggling, constantly trying to figure out how to fix this. And the infinity symbol that the Two of Pentacles forms is that this was constant. This was your life. This was you constantly struggling to fix this. But I almost feel like you never got the fulfillment. You never got the answers that you wanted. You put your heart on your sleeve and you got nothing for it. Acquisition. This is the Sun in Taurus. Interesting. I'm going to get one more. Defense. Mars in Taurus. You could definitely be dealing with the Taurus or have it heavily in your chart. I feel that, you know what I'm getting? There is that particular quote which says, be with somebody who pursues you, pursues you 10 years down the line as much as they did when you first met them. I'm getting something like that. I feel like someone gave up here. Someone stopped fighting. Someone stopped fighting for this because they felt like they had you. Someone started taking you for granted. This could also be when it comes to your finances, because Taurus does rule the second house, which is your personal income. So I feel like when you were trying to establish yourself in whatever this situation is, you were constantly having to defend yourself as to what you were doing for a living and why you were doing it. Somebody may have questioned how much stability this would bring you. And you were having to constantly prove yourself. And for some of you, this could be a mother or a grandmother. This is very specific. Someone who kept questioning your motives, kept questioning your future path. But overall, when it comes to love, I feel like someone just stopped trying. Stop putting in the effort. You were the only one struggling here. Anyway, in the present, we have the Hanged Man with the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like all of the work that you were doing earlier, you're really not doing it anymore. You're just like, I am surrendering, I am hanging myself upside down. Love, or whatever this is, should not be so difficult. And as we know, when we surrender, when we give the universe permission to guide us, the Wheel of Fortune turns. So whatever stagnation you may have been experiencing and apathy you may have been experiencing, I think the wisest thing you can do right now, Virgo, is just sit pretty, is surrender. The Hanged Man energy does talk about sacrifice. So for some of you, you may have to sacrifice a particular connection for the time being. You may have to sacrifice doing something that you absolutely love doing, because it is, well, you may love it, but is it bringing you fulfillment? Plain and simple. Is it bringing you fulfillment? Because I don't think it is. So, once you suspend yourself and stop taking action, I feel like not only is that going to bring you that wisdom and the answer to your whys, it may also bring about a change of heart in whoever this is. Because what happens is, this is very generic, but that's what I'm getting. I'm not going to ignore my intuition. When you are constantly there for somebody and they can constantly feel your energy, they keep feeding off of it. They keep feeding off of it. And it becomes like oxygen, right? When do you start missing oxygen? When you start suffocating, right? And then you're grasping for air. And then you realize, oh my God, why did I take this for granted? This is precious to me. That's what I'm getting here. I feel like once you withdraw your energy, somebody realizes your worth. Somebody realizes your importance in their life. Discovery. Someone realizes your worth. Virgo. This is Mercury in Sagittarius. Sagittarius energy is very free-spirited. It is happy-go-lucky. It is Jupiterian. And it is the energy of wanting to explore and be adventurous. You know what I'm getting? I'm getting, once you give this person, if you're here for love, once you give this person the freedom to explore their options, they will very soon discover that you were the one all along. Very generic. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing this reading. I hate generic readings. I hate them. But that's what I'm getting. That is what I am getting. For some of you, this is a completely different storyline. I'm also getting that some kind of travel or communication with somebody from a different culture or even from a different country may change your perspective about what your definition of happiness is. You know how when we are surrounded by a certain set of people, we know exactly what their life is, we know their patterns, and we mold ourselves unknowingly into other people's lives, right? We kind of become like them, whether we like it or we don't. But the minute, and then you tell yourself, okay, that is your life, that is your life. But the minute you start interacting with people who come from a completely different background, it opens you up. Okay, that is what Jupiterian Sagittarius energy does. It changes your philosophy of life. And again, because we have it with the Hanged Man, there is a shift in perspective. And a shift in perspective that is going to open you up. And how? Because the Wheel of Fortune is not a small energy. It is a very powerful energy. And then you start questioning why. Why was I stuck here? Right? You start experiencing new things, and that adds up. That adds up into that crone wisdom. Wow, very interesting. You are learning something new. I feel like the person you are dealing with is learning something new as well. And that is what is bringing about this change. I'm almost feeling like the Hanged Man is a card of non-action. But I feel like this non-action needs to be towards this, whatever was causing you this apathy. But action needs to be taken in a different direction entirely to open you up a little more. Some of you may just need to start dating again if you're here for love. And again, for career as well, some of you may have an opportunity to invest your time, money, energy in a foreign land or in a foreign company or just a completely different situation than you were a part of. And that is going to bring about, well, fortune, plain and simple. So, doing something different than what you've always been doing. All right, in the future, we spent way too much time on that. Future, we have the Five of Swords with the Seven of Wands, Six of Cups. The Five of Swords for me is a shortcut to success. Now, why I'm getting this is because the Y card, like I said, it could be Sun or Mercury in Gemini. And this energy talks about wanting to know little bits of information about everything instead of being a master in one topic. Okay, it is someone who would read like a few paragraphs of 10 books instead of completing an entire book. So it is somebody who knows a little bit about everything, but not enough to be a master at it. With the Five of Swords, I'm pretty much getting the same thing. I feel instead of putting energy into too many people, situations, things, places, reserve your energy a little bit. Because the Seven of Wands is that energy of holding back, of defending yourself. And I feel that the people who have access to you, not all of them deserve it. Oh. I was talking about Gemini. We have Saturn in Gemini, concentration. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh my God, this is so cohesive. I just had a light bulb moment. You see how those lips are sealed, right? And oh my God, literally when I was talking about the Seven of Wands, I was thinking of the wands that could be attacking the person in the original Rider-Waite and how he's having to defend himself. You see the Seven Swords right here. That is people talking, that is gossip, that is people wanting your energy, but your lips are sealed. You're very quiet and you're focusing on just that one thing, building that web around it and making it stronger. I feel, Virgo, that your energy has been dispelled in way too many places. It's time for you to reel it back in. You've been doing too much, way too much in the past. I need one more here. Generosity. Oh my God, what did I just say? You've been doing too much. Stop being so generous with your time, man. You are the sign of service, right? You are very much like Aquarius. You are the humanitarian. And what do we have at the bottom, my friend? We have Mercury in Virgo. The people that you are surrounding yourself with, you can't freaking make this up. You can't make this up. Be very careful about who it is that you are talking to. Four of Pentacles. Reserve your strength, reserve your energy. This took a very different turn from what we were talking about earlier. But honestly, I like this shift in focus. I feel like you are weeding people out of your system now. You are realizing with the Six of Cups, it doesn't matter what kind of history you have with this person or this set of people. It doesn't matter how many memories you share. People change and you need to change with them. If you're feeling like you constantly have to defend yourself and you're constantly walking on eggshells around somebody, stop being generous. Reel back your energy. We did talk about that earlier, about how someone's taking you for granted. You're asking the right questions, Virgo. You know exactly where you want to invest your love, time, energy now. The Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is very precious. That Ace of Cups can very quickly turn into a cup of poison if you're not careful. You need to make sure you are pouring into the right people, Virgo. The devil is here for a reason. Concentrate. Concentrate. All right. We have Aries. You could be dealing with an Aries or you could have it heavily in your chart. Doesn't have to be. We have protected and miracle. You are protected, most certainly, not only by a higher power, but also by the deep innate wisdom that you carry with the crone archetype. And I feel like with miracle, I'm going to do something very strange. I'm going to get a charm to clarify the miracle. We have a snowflake and we have the letter R. So within the winter period, it is possible somebody who carries this initial could be coming in with a gift of generosity, could be coming in with that Ace of Cups to, well, fulfill you, to nourish you, and to fill up the cup that you have so freely emptied for everybody else. Wow. All right, that was it for you, Virgo. I hope this helped. This was a slightly strange reading, but I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.